And time now for News Extra on KNEB, brought to you by First State Bank. Here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. We have Chris and Dave Wolf here. We're going to talk about veterans activities coming up here in the near future. The first one we're going to talk to Chris about, a big female veterans conference coming up in June. So, Chris Wolf, take it away.
Well, good morning, Kevin. Thanks for having us here.
Bet.
On Saturday, June 7th, we're going to host our first Women of the Military Conference. It will be on the WNCC Sydney campus. They're going to host it down there for us. And so we're just inviting any and all female veterans that have served or are currently serving to come and join us for the day.
All right. And that's from when to when on that Saturday?
Well, the conference goes from 10 to 2, but we will have registration that will start at 9.
Okay. And this is all part of what you do with Upward Bound and the veterans up at WNCC. And when you say a women's conference, what type of things are you going to talk about?
Well, we're working in conjunction with both Black Hills and Cheyenne VA Medical Centers, the women's programs there. So we're going to be talking on some women's health issues. Carol Sinner from here in Scottsbluff is going to be our keynote speaker. She's a veteran as well. So we're excited to have her. She's going to share some information on honor flights. And we'll be talking about some stress relievers and just some fun activities to kind of get people acquainted and just kind of let people know that there's a circle of female veterans out there and gain some companionship that way.
Some support, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because there are quite a few women that have been that are in the military, have served, or are currently serving in this area. Quite a few. That's
correct. And we just want to try to get together as many of them as we can and hopefully make this an annual event.
All right. Free admission to this.
Absolutely. It's free. We'll have a lunch served. We'll start registration at 9. The conference will begin at 10, and we'll be done around 2.
All right. And once again, this is at the Sydney campus on June 7th. That's a Saturday from 10 to 2. And in order to get registered for this?
They can call the Sydney campus. It's Linda at 308-254-7407, or they can call my office at 635-6042.
All right. I'll write that number down. 635-6402.
6042.
Oh, I kind of messed up the numbers there. All right. 635-6042. And give Chris a call or give Linda a call at that Sydney number. Sounds like a good conference. And like you said, hopefully this will be something you can do every year, right?
We're looking forward to doing that, yes.
Yeah. All right. All right, we'll talk to Dave about the Warrior Run. I know it's coming up in the fall, but we want to talk about some things associated with that right after this.
I keep my money at the bank where I know it's safe.
Providing you with a safe place to keep your money is a trust we don't take lightly. We're closely regulated. We make sure that we're highly capitalized. We don't take long-term risks for short-term gains. We're very conservative, and as a result, we're rock solid. With us, your total deposits are insured by FDIC for up to $250,000. First State Bank, member FDIC. We're big on you.
All right, we're back on News Extra. This day after Memorial Day. Yeah, everybody get up. I know you're sore from the weekend, but what the heck? Get up and go to work today. Chris and Dave Wolf are here. You heard Chris talk about this first ever female veterans program coming up in Sydney, June 7th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's absolutely free. And again, if you want to pre-register for that, 254-7407 or call Chris 635-6042. Dave Wolf is here as well. We're going to talk about the Warrior Run coming up in November. And you're here to pump sponsorships, right?
Yeah. Unfortunately, things do cost money. So we're here to see if there's any interest, anybody's interested in helping us sponsor not only businesses but individuals too. The Warrior Run, it's our 6th annual. It was started by Brad Van Pelt about 6 years ago, and he donated the money to the Wounded Warrior Project. But when he found out that a lot of that, large portion of that money goes to administration costs, and we don't necessarily see it back here in Nebraska, he tried to find somewhere else that he could set it where it would stay locally. And so he found our Veterans and Military Families Emergency Relief Organization, where almost all of it actually goes to the veterans. We have a couple expenses, some with our nonprofit and our website, and then some odds and ends, but the vast majority of it, I would say almost about 90%, goes to helping veterans here in the Wyoming area.
That's great. That's great. And you guys had a super turnout last year.
We did, and we got a little bit overwhelmed. We had
like 220 people. It was like double what you had the year before.
Exactly. We had almost as many people show up the day of the race as participated in last year's race. So we made some decisions on some changes. We're going to hire a company, a timing company, to come in and do the results and timing. It's the same company that the Fall Frolic uses, so they have some familiarity with the area. And then we also are changing the venue because we just simply outgrew the Gering Country Club. So we're going to be at Legacy of the Plains and start there, and then go through the monument. And we got a 5K run, walk, and a 10K run. But we're just looking for people to kind of help out and get us started. We wanted to get some signs and kind of get the balls rolling. And Gering Keno, the city of Gering, were gracious enough to give us some money for their Keno fund. So we're on our way.
All right. That's great.
Yeah.
Warrior Run again is in November. If people want to sponsor, put their names on the T-shirts or whatever, do things like that, how much does it cost? How do they do that?
It's $250 to get on the T-shirt, and then we also have $500 level that will put you at the 1,000-meter marks. So this 1,000 meters would be sponsored by whoever for the 500 level. But we'll take $5. Our goal is 20,000, and this year we really want to focus on healthcare. Especially the mental health aspect. So we're trying to raise money in order to see if there's some things we can do to help with the mental health, and then also looking at some housing issues that a lot of these veterans have when they come back.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So they just give you a call. How do they sponsor?
Yeah, they can call my cell phone at 402-770-4680. And then they can also go on our website. It's www.wyobraskavetshelp.org. And we have a Warrior Run page, and they can go in and see the sponsorship levels and all that information.
Okay. Okay. wyobraskavetshelp.org, right?
Yep.
All right.
And we're on Facebook and all that fun stuff, too.
So just hit Wyobraska Vet Warrior Run. You'll find it. Okay. All right. Sounds good. I hope you have luck getting you'll be fine with those sponsorships. You got again, the race is in November. Right. You're one of those guys that gets sponsors like way early.
Well, we're trying this year, trying not to surprise people with it. But this community has been tremendous when it comes to supporting their veterans. And we've actually had other type organizations started elsewhere, like in Omaha, and other people have expressed the interest in doing this. In other words, we're just local people helping others. So,
all right, good deal. Both of you guys doing great work. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, back to you, Dan.